Hi, second graders. It's Mrs. Andes. Good to see you guys and be with you again. What we're going to work on today is we're going to make something called a cityscape. Now, the word cityscape sounds like a landscape. That's because scape means a picture of the outdoors. So landscape is a picture of the outdoors. A cityscape is a picture of the city. But we're going to keep in mind some of those same areas that we see in a regular landscape: the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. And as you guys remember, in the foreground's down at the bottom. Foreground is where things are closer to you and where things are going to look a little bit bigger. Then as we get a little bit further away, we go up our paper a little bit, we have the middle ground. In the middle ground, things get a little bit medium sized. They get a little smaller than in the foreground, and they're a little bit higher up on the page. The last part of our picture, as we follow back, is the background. Things in the background tend to be the farthest things away. They tend to be highest up on the page, especially if we're drawing something that's sort of flat. And we're going to make our picture sort of flat. We're not using any sort of 1 point or 2 point perspective in our pictures. So we're going to start our cityscape, and we're going to think of some buildings and other things that we can put. So right around the middle ground, we're going to make a line. My horizon line's a lot lower in this one. If you want to move your horizon line down a little bit, that's fine too. And along the horizon line, we're going to start with different sorts of buildings in our city. And we can just make those, fill our background with different size squares and rectangles that we're then going to get to, maybe a trapezoid shape, that we're going to get to put along our horizon line. If you wanted even to maybe try to tuck something in the back behind one of those buildings using overlapping, you can do that. That's another way artists use, it's another tool artists use to build depth in a picture. So I'm going to have my background in my middle ground, maybe in my foreground. Maybe I'm going to make a line here so I can show some stuff down here. Maybe this is going to be, maybe I want this to be a beach. Maybe this is the sand and this is going to be water. So if this is the sand, then maybe there's going to need to be, I'm going to add some more details. I'm going to give myself a sidewalk. Maybe I'm going to make a road that I can put some cars in. There's my road, and here might be my other sidewalk. So I'm going to add these different areas, and I'm going to start adding details to my picture. Using lots of different squares. I can have people out walking on the sidewalk, maybe with their dog, walking with a leash. I'm going to add all sorts of details. I've added windows, I've added symbols or signs, I've added what kind of a store it is, if it's a pizza restaurant, doors, sliding doors, or those revolving doors. You can add things in the sky like clouds or helicopters or airplanes, street signs, street lights, to add details. People on the beach or a park, cars. You're going to go back and you're going to add all sorts of details to your cityscape, things that you would see in the city. You might want to look out your window and think about what other things you see in the neighborhood: trees, cars, buses, stores, restaurants, newspaper stands, newspaper things, the library. All those sort of details that you see in the city, I want you to add to your picture. And then when you're done, I want you to color it and send it to me. Take a picture of it and email it to me, okay? If you haven't logged onto your Google account, I want you to log onto your CPS Google account and join the art classroom so you can see other assignments that I've posted there, and you guys can, you can email me if you have questions. And also don't forget the Google Meets too. We'll have those Google Meets on Wednesdays at 1, okay? Okay, take care guys. Miss you.